It's my hope that you're doing well. Welcome to this lesson. We are going to tackle an essay from Stones Bounce on Water by Dilman Dila. We gain nothing when we betray others. Write an essay to validate this statement, basing your illustrations on Dila's Stones Bounce on Water. Some people double cross others while on the pursuit of personal gain. They may go as far as harming or killing loved ones, hoping to gain from the betrayal. In Stones Bounce on Water by Dilman's Dealer, Winnie's murderers leave empty-handed even after killing her. Chelsea, the Paulsons, Peter and Tim gain nothing from her death. Chelsea betrays Winnie. She is Winnie's business partner. They manage a chain of shopping malls named the Gala together. First, she has an affair with Winnie's husband, Peter. Winnie calls when Peter and Chelsea talk about anemones. She nearly drops her tea. You can read further on page 146. When the firecracker goes off, Chelsea hides behind the sofa together with Peter. Strangely, Winnie seeks comfort in Tim's arms rather than her husband's. Simon also tells the cop Pascal Kivumbi that there is something between Chelsea and Peter. This is after Winnie goes missing. Kivumbi says that many people kill because of love than because of money, as it is written on page 160. When Tim suggests that Winnie is hiding and not murdered, Chelsea questions why she would do that to them, her best friends. One wonders then why she would have an affair with her best friend's husband. The cat is let out of the bag when she marries Peter after Winnie's death. The Scotland Yard indicts Chelsea and the others for conspiring to kill Winnie for personal gain. We are told Chelsea was to assume sole ownership of the gala. Simon the cook tells the police officer that Winnie suspected everyone, including Chelsea. Winnie's lawyer later prevents Chelsea from inheriting Winnie's money and the gala. Chelsea does not gain from Winnie's death. Joe and Meg Paulson also betray Winnie. The couple is friends with Winnie. They also run a charity organization together with her. The charity organization, which includes schools and health centers, was started by Winnie. She funded it for years before it became operational and stable, as we can read on page 148. The project is a lucrative business because you get a lot of money and you don't get to pay taxes. Winnie is the chairperson of the board. If Winnie dies, Joe takes over as the chair. This is confirmed on page 148. Simon and others suspect that the Paulson are in need for the money and not to help the poor. Winnie suspects that the two also want her dead. The mistrust makes Meg to become an alcoholic. The situation is compounded by relatives who believe she is swimming in money. After Winnie's disappearance, Simon tells Sergeant Kivumbi that the charity project is worth millions of dollars. The Paulsons wanted to control the money. They betray Winnie because of greed. The police officer remarks that money killed Jesus. Reading on page 159 to page 160, you will find this. After Winnie's body is found, the police question the Paulson about the project. The Scotland Yard claims that the Paulsons and others conspired to kill Winnie. Their effort bears no fruit since the charity ceases all operations 2 years after Winnie's death. The bad publicity surrounding the murder hurts the charity, bringing it to its knees. The Paulsons also fall out with Chelsea and Tim. They skip Peter and Chelsea's wedding. They do not profit from the betrayal. Again, Peter Hodge betrays his wife Winnie. At first, he has an affair with Chelsea. Winnie suspects that he is cheating on her with her business partner. They hide together when a firecracker goes off and scares members of the party. When Winnie becomes paranoid that someone wanted to kill her, Peter tries to calm her down. She, however, retorts that Peter is the top suspect. This is to be read on page 148. She also says that the police will question him first in the event that she is killed and dumped in the pond. Since they are married with no children, he stands to inherit Winnie's money and estates. Winnie says that they quarrel every time, as it is found on page 152. Simon leaves when Peter and Winnie are fighting, shouting, and trying to hit each other. That night, she locks herself in her room and Peter sleeps in Tim's room. On page 153 is where this is gotten from. When she disappears, Chelsea insinuates that Peter may be the killer. The police officers suspect that Winnie was killed by a man since a woman could not carry a corpse all the way to the pond. Peter is a suspect. Tim also claims that Peter made Win feel worthless, as it is found on page 161. When Winnie's body is found in the pond, the police officer questions him at length about their quarrels. You can read further on page 162. This is where it is gotten from. Peter does not inherit Winnie's money. Her lawyers block him. Many people believed that he conspired with Chelsea and Tim to kill his wife. Although Tim is the best man at Peter and Chelsea's wedding, we are told. They later disagree on how to share what they acquired. They split the loot and testify against each other in court, giving the police an easy time. The betrayal turns out to be futile. And lastly, Tim betrays his cousin Winnie. He is only 35 but unbelievably greedy and disloyal. Tim is the only relative Winnie has. When she dies, he stands to inherit her money. He accompanies Simon to the pond where murderers reportedly dump their victims. Winnie is worried that the cook could poison her and dump her body in the pond. She asks Tim why Tim accompanied him to the pond. When Winnie locks herself in the room, Peter sleeps in his room. Were they planning something? When she disappears, Tim insists that she is not dead, just hiding. Peter suspects that he killed Winnie, but he refutes that claim. The police officer suspects the 4 men, including Tim. When the body is found in the pond, the policeman questions him about his relationship with Winnie. Suspiciously, his clothes that he wore to the pond do not have thorns, yet Simon's clothes do. The yard discovers that Tim called a poacher in Kenya shortly before he came to Uganda. This is in connection with the guard Okello, who was tranquilized by a dart gun. Ultimately, Winnie's lawyers block him from inheriting her money, and ironically, he is the best man when Peter marries Chelsea, but when they disagree on sharing their ill-gotten wealth, and even testify against each other in court. Tim, like the others, does not benefit even after betraying his cousin. And in conclusion, clearly, when we betray others, we stand to lose rather than gain. Thank you so much for having me take you through this essay, and I hope it will be much helpful to you. Kindly remember to subscribe, and see you in the next lesson.